This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted to be joined by Robert Smith here in Birmingham. How are you, Robert?
I'm very good, thank you. Looking forward to tonight. It's going to be a great night.
Can I just ask you, Robert, another great night. How do you rate British boxing at the moment, the state it's in? Healthy?
I think it's very healthy. I mean, as a country within the world, we're doing very well. Promoters did a great job. You know, Eddie's doing a great job. Frank's doing a great job. Benn's doing a great job. All the smaller promoters, which is the vast majority of our shows, you know, Carl Greaves, Steve Wood, etc., are doing a fantastic job. So, really pleased.
Do you think the increasing number of promotional companies and TV coverage, a lot of people say it's diluting the sport? You're obviously arguing against that.
Well, you can say that. You can criticise anything you want to, but we've got it, and this is what it is. And I'm very happy that since I've been General Secretary, we have more shows than ever before. When I leave, somebody will criticise that, but I can live with it.
Rotten question, you've just mentioned it, Robert. When do you leave? When is your tenure up?
I'm not ready to go just yet.
Good.
There's a few things I want to get over the line,
yeah.
But I've certainly had more time as General Secretary than I will have. It comes to a time where you need to pass on to somebody new, because new ideas, etc. We're working on that, but not just yet.
Plenty of life in the old dog yet. We were just talking off camera, a lot of our viewers won't know you were an esteemed fighter yourself. If I asked you in 2 minutes to sum up your career, Robert, how would you do that?
I wouldn't say I was an esteemed fighter. I tried.
I tried to help you there, mate.
I tried my best. I was a good amateur. It didn't quite work as a pro. I got injured a lot. My shoulder popped out 3 times, broke my hand twice, fractured my thumb 5 times, all on the same side. So I think God was telling me I wasn't really strong enough to do it, but I tried, and I boxed some really good people. I fought Chris Pyatt, Lloyd Hannigan, one of schoolboys, one of juniors. Didn't quite make it as a pro because of injury, and I was retired at 23. So it's one of those things.
Can I ask a question on the ladies' fight tonight? There's been a few calls that this belt should be called the Jane Couch belt. We know there's been a few ups and downs with Jane over in the past, but just your thoughts on that? Because regardless of what's happened in the past, she was a pioneer in the sport.
She certainly was, absolutely. She was one of the people who kind of changed the sport to a certain extent, but it's the Lonsdale belt. It's the Lord Lonsdale Challenge belt for males and females, and that's what it should be.
I can't have you here, Robert, without talking about the very latest from Conor Benn. He's starting to do a few interviews over in America. Can you give us the latest from the British Boxing Board of Control side? Not
much to really say. They're now dealing with UCAD, which is great. I understand they've sent over documents to them, which I don't know what they are. UCAD deal with our anti-doping. I'm very pleased with that, and I hope that one day he'll be back in Britain.
What does Conor have to do, Robert, for him to fight in Britain? Because that's such a grey area at the moment, and a lot of fans...
It's not a grey area. It's not a grey area. Let's just see what UCAD come up with all the evidence they have. They'll make a decision. After that, then we'll have to make a decision. But I hope at some point, I hope everything goes clear. I really do, because he's a talent. We really need him. You know, the sport, he needs it, we need it. I don't see a major problem with it. But let's just go through the first process. Let's not speculate what's going to happen. Let's go through the first process.
Without name slinging, Robert, how much pressure have you had put on you from certain people in regards to this whole affair and other whole affairs in regards to drug? Do you get phone calls? In what role that you can play?
I'm not going to talk about that. You know, there's one of those things. You know, people can say what they want. Some things aren't correct, and they'll say that what I say is not correct. So let's just get the boy back in the ring. Let's get the process sorted out, and let's deal with it that way.
Last one, and it is a general question in regards to what a lot of fans want on social media. How do we sort out the problem with failed tests in the sport?
What we're doing now. There's a procedure. Go through the procedure. You know, don't try and do something different. Let's go through the procedure. Once the procedure works, just takes a bit of time, but go through it.
Are you stopping up to watch Canelo tonight?
No.
Me neither.
I might say John, but not Canelo. And I hope John does a great job, and I'm sure he will. And it's a real tough night for him, but he's a really nice kid. He's very talented. Whether he's good enough, we don't know. But I know one thing: he's going to give it 120%.
Robert, I appreciate your time. The fights are about to start. I'll let you go.
God bless you. Take care. Cheers.